I think it stopped. Oh well. Anyway, this is the rug that goes on the back porch, but it was like clumped up in the corner trying to fall off. I had the nicest piece of cloth here under that yellow one of a bunch of toucans because I like the toucan theme. And it blew that sucker right off. You can still see the hairpins and paper clips where I was trying to hold it on. It was very wowzers. I mean, and again, I'm so concerned about like the homeless population, because, I've been out there and it was not groovy. And the weather can get very severe here. It's not, I'm proudest of that new acquisition right there. Yeah. Trump 2024. I said it. Anyway, yeah, so what a day, what a day. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I've noticed at the grocery store they try to chop them so you can't root them when it comes to the celery. I don't know why, but we'll see what's going on with that. Really should move that into the light, though. Getting kind of a late start today because that storm woke me up and a few other things. But, yeah, I couldn't believe I was trying to wipe my entire balcony clean. And it was funny, though, because I've got this all dressed up tropical. And I'm like, did I, attract this weather? And, because it wasn't my idea. I had a friend say that. And she's like, well, you got it all. Look like something that should have a storm like that, and it is pretty when it starts out, but then it gets insane and it looks like an episode of The Nanny. And that was so funny. One friend went to the island. They're trying to hold their drinks, and the drinks are blowing right out of the glasses. That's just awesome. So yeah, I'm rearranging this today. That corner's way too empty and way too low. I can't do that. That mirror's got to move. I think I might put it over here because I need room for dancing, you see. So I'm thinking this might be the way to go rather than perpendicular to that, because that's what I was doing. And so wouldn't one of these be so fun, dudes? I mean, as you think about it, it'd be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Honestly, it's supposed to be healthy, too, like to be upside down for a while. That's what I got right now, the bike. And so I do love it, though. And then over here, I got to get this corner. I want to hang those two spheres from that ledge right there. I was going to put like a push pin or something in fish line maybe, and have them in graduating. You can see how I will stagger things. So yeah, I got a lot to do today. Oh, I was going to update everybody on the roots because I want you guys to start rooting your own plants. Seriously, walking down the sidewalk, in the way are often leaves that you can pluck, and then you put them in water and they will come to root. See, these are some of the older ones, so they're rooting. I don't know if you can see the roots. Come on, see the roots. You can see the roots. You can do it. So yeah, and then but these are newer, so we're waiting to see what happens here. We're going, come on, guys. You got a root. Now this is, what is that? I think that might be sage mint. And then that's my lovely ivy. I love ivy. That's my ivy over there on the pedestal. And sorry about the table. I'm an artist. And I'm just going off on bottles, okay? It's fun enough to fill them up like that and paint them a little bit. But, I do use them utilitarian-wise, I was doing incense holder here. And, but yeah, that's the thing. And me and my rocks, gotta love my rocks. Twinkle, twinkle, little rock. Interesting. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. What is that? Oh, that's wood. I like to paint wood too. But me, I like to zhuzh it up a little in life. So yeah, just working. Putting this stuff away, kind of bawling my eyes out. Sometimes because I can feel my honey bunny on an empathetic level, and I think we're both suffering. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me in balanced. I got cartoons in one room. And also, I just like having kids in the house. I've always been a mother at heart. What do you want? I've been a mom since like 2. And so, I messed it all up again. I told you when I get all vibey, I mess up the thing I have. Honey, like my $1 clock. I'm just excited. Really? And it works great. Is it Timex? No, Sharp. I used to have a Timex. I got a Timex radio. Where are you? Radio. Okay, here it is. But it sounds like I need to do some tuner cleaner in it. Where are you? There it is. Dun, dun, dun. So, whoa! And then it took a dive. That's my fault. That was contact paper. So anyway, that's the thing. People are like, oh, you get such great bargains. First of all, they're blessings, and because I don't pay the tax. And then also, it's interesting because I feel like the Lord's helping me with it. But if I don't invest a lot, if I spent $1 on something and somebody obliterates it, the sting isn't quite as bad. It's not groovy either because that was my part in it. When you get the profit, that's, they've kind of robbed you of that. So I did my potpourri. I didn't do a good enough close up in there of the potpourri because I'm doing things with I'm dumb, but I like the smell. Daddy used to say, make your vocation your avocation. And so that's the stuff I enjoy, and so that's why I'm doing it. I like to play with shells. I gotta show you something with a shell. The lighting in here sucks so bad. It's very dim. But when I got here, there was some kind of an infestation of something called no-see-ums. And also, I was into witchcraft, so I was just inundated with all these bugs. They were like heat activated, and I didn't know what was going on. I was already in my own personal hell trying to move and all the transitions. So, when I look back, looking forward, it's like, whoa. But looking backward, you're like, oh. And so, yeah. Anyway, but I was able to eradicate them because I figured it out. This is one of the best bargains ever, Dollar Tree. It's a little humidifier, and the water seems to last forever. That is benifty. And I just really like it, and it changes color. How delightful. It actually helps me at night negotiate my steps, but I like my shells. The thing is, I do jewelry. What do you expect when Madame du Barry is my ancestor? And even though my ex-husband tries to reduce her to that of a whore, and Johnny Depp made a big fool of them even more, I'm telling the real story. That's a seashell. And it looks so much like a mushroom. I painted it. I was like, look, I gotta make that into a mushroom. I just couldn't help it. There's no other destiny for that dude. Then, of course, stuck it on the wall. Thermostat went out, so I had to rig it so I can have my cooler. I ain't about to sit up here and die. So, yeah, fun stuff. Yay, always be thankful. So, the rooting thing I was telling you about. The other thing is the Arrow Garden. I just stuck these in the top of bottles. I might have lost one because they weren't getting as moist as they could. And so I don't know what I did to myself. See, I think that one might have perished. I think it did. I think I ended up drowning them thinking I was helping them. It started out perfect. This guy needs to be planted, I think. So I think I screwed myself. Now, okay, that one's still going. Nope, looks like this one got it too. I think they ended up getting too wet. And so, wow, that might also be what we call a, yep, that one's gone too. Dang. So I learned I have other pods over here. But one of their proprietary secrets is that if they can make you think you put it in full, you'll kill them all. So you've got to have their machine. But, no, what I found is if you put it in the tip, it does it great. And I can fabricate some containers. Now, I'm not like saying don't ever buy their little doodah, but you shouldn't have to be reliant upon that, to have it if you need it. So we're redoing these daisies, and these are cauliflower, excuse me, coneflower, and then we've got sunflowers. Sunflowers are absolutely and completely edible, head to toe. Love this artist, Beba Rexha. Oh my gosh, is she multifaceted? Although she does one Luciferian one where she's got this dude tied up and like murdering him, that's not okay. Torturing him, but I'm sure it's gross. At the end, they're like bathing in blood at a club. It's gross. And so, but she is just the cutest thing. She also sings Can't Stop the Girl. She's blonde in that. Very versatile. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back to Boyk. I just wanted to do a quick check-in. Sorry. This is for Stephanie. This is the statue I was telling you about. Isn't that lovely? Not bad for $2. And then, of course, these rocks I've done. And then the clock. Oh, what about the clock? $1 as well. So happy. And then these I was given by a friend. Very exciting. This is an intimate portrait of the capital city. And wow. See, people don't know why Pelosi surrounded it so much. Because if you knew what they were up to, they knew they deserved, they were the seditious ones. That's why they had to push it so hard against him. Happened to me once where, not the same thing. This is stuff I'm doing that I'm mounting and, putting throughout the I Love Church Art. And so, wow, I just blew my thought completely. Oh, yeah, this person, I was in a home situation for years where I had my own private sanctum sanctorum. And almost nobody knew about it. And so, literally less than a handful of people. And so I was asked if I would go out of that sanctuary right when I was having a tremendous tooth issue. And I left my stuff behind, of course, came back and it was gone. Long story short, the person who had actually taken it and had done other things as well in the neighborhood was on my back like crazy, trying to force me to accuse another neighbor. And I will admit the other neighbor was a little bit of a flapjack, but that doesn't make her guilty, And so, yeah, that was really not okay. And so she just kept trying to get me, push me. She pushed me in a direction I just couldn't go any other, It even broke up a relationship that I was vested in, although I have come to the conclusion since then that my rejection was my protection, because I don't need to be with somebody who, I don't even know how to say it in a nice way. Is basically a coward. I just can't deal with it. And so if somebody's all soft like that, I can't, as much as I adore them, I need to be with somebody who, I don't even like the term real man, but, somebody who can get out there in life and not have all these weird parameters and, I have to be babied, or I don't even know. Oh, God, I'm going down the wrong road. Okay, so, but yeah. My thing is I like somebody who knows what they think and can think what they know and do what they know and be. And anybody who's controlled by a bunch of other folks, nah, I don't need that. I need somebody who is independent and able to commit to me, just like I'm committing to them. They got nothing to do with my mama. They got nothing to do with my siblings, yada, yada. Anyway, love you guys. Like I'm always saying, I hope you remember that God loves you, and so do I.